So history of cells. The first person to see a cell was a scientist, obviously his name is Hooke. And he named it cell. Anybody know why?
Because they look like little rooms and then.
Correct. There's a picture. They actually look like rooms, like prison cells, is what he thought of. What kind of cell do you think he was looking at? How do you know that?
Because plant cells have a rigid structure.
Good. Plant cells have a rigid structure. What else?
They're more shaped like squares.
They're more square shaped versus what's round shaped? Our cells, which are animal cells. Good. So he named it cell because they look like prison cells. He saw actually cork, what you saw yesterday in the lab. Did it look like this? How many of you could not see it? Okay, so this is what you were gonna see, which is little like squares, and if you're able to go to high power, you can actually see parts within that cell, okay? Now, there's 3 parts to a cell theory. Let's review what is a theory. Who could tell me?
It has been proven enough to be accepted, but not enough to be like law.
Good. It's between, let's say, a hypothesis, right? That's proven, and a law. It's proven over and over and over again. We all believe this. And you're going to tell me why it can't be a law, okay? So tell me what are the 3 parts or any part of the cell theory.
All cells come from other cells.
Good. All cells come from pre-existing cells. Oh, I put the wrong one. Every living thing has a cell, and all cells come from pre-existing cells. So where did the first cell come from? Raise your hand if you could tell me. God. See why it can't be a law? Where did the first cell come from if all cells come from pre-existing cells? We know that a cell cannot develop without reproduction, but we don't know where the first cell came from, so we really can't 100% prove this theory. What's the last one?
Cells are the basis of all living things.
Good. They're the basic structure and function of all organisms. There's 3 main parts to all cells. Highlight all. Okay, I can't highlight because I have my highlighter off. So you highlight, I'll circle. All cells have 3 main things. And I put the pictures there, so you should be able to give me the answers.
The first one is
DNA.
DNA.
All cells have either DNA, and we could actually put RNA, because it could be any kind of nucleic acid, which, by the way, is the 4th organic compound. Nucleic acids are the 4th organic compound, which we're going to talk about the end of semester 1. One of the hardest tests in bio, actually. Yeah. What else?
A cell membrane.
Good. Cell membrane. The border of the cell. What's the 3rd one?
Nucleus.
Nope. I'm going to put a star here. All cells do not have a nucleus. What's that picture of? That's an actual cell.
You mean part of the organelle?
Which one? All I'm showing you is you could actually see parts of this organelles, but what's that whole background called? No?
Cytoplasm.
Cytoplasm. Good. There's 2 main types of cells. Any living thing either is this or this.
Prokaryotic.
And?
Eukaryotic.
Good. Prokaryotes and eukaryotes. For each cell, we're going to look at their nuclear condition, main organelles, reproduction, and what organisms have them. All right, so what's the main difference? This is the main difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. It's what defines them.
The prokaryotic is
The what?
the
does not have a nucleus, and eukaryotic does. Think of you are eukaryotic. You are eukaryotic, and you know your cells have a nucleus. So what organelles will eukaryotic cells have? What organelles will prokaryotic cells have? This should be easy because we just went over it.
I think prokaryotic will have a cell wall. And then
Maybe, but all prokaryotic cells will have what? I just told you.
No nucleus.
No nucleus, but they will have what? I just told you. What? Cytoplasm, DNA,
Right.
and cell membrane. And they also have ribosomes. Don't put only. You know they have the three things that all cells have, and ribosomes. What do eukaryotic cells have? I'm just going to tell you because a lot, right? We're filled with organelles. What's an organelle? Who could tell me?
It's the smaller things that make up the cell, like the ribosomes, the Golgi complex.
Good. Cell parts. How do prokaryotic cells reproduce? It's really, it's like asexual because could be an organism. A prokaryotic cell makes up an actual organism. That's all they have, is a single cell with no nucleus. So their reproduction isn't really cellular reproduction, it's reproduction of life, because that is the living thing. So it's asexual. Eukaryotic cells reproduce asexually and sexually, and we're going to discuss all those types later on. Who has them?
Bacteria has the prokaryotic,
Good.
and eukaryotic are like the more complex. the more
Everyone else. Anybody know what kingdom I'm missing there? What? Protist. Please add that.